So look at the guy dancing.
Yeah, the guy dancing.
Look at the guy dancing.
That's
And then the comments, it's like, Mike, do people have nothing better to do? So I'm with my brother. We went out to get a pizza.
yes.
Try a pizza shop, bring my dad some pizza back for dinner. We're heading back to my mom and dad's house in Fort Lauderdale. We're at some intersection, and there's a dude in a Knowles shirt. And I guess it's the Dublin-bound shirt.
Oh, remember last year they went all the way to Ireland?
Ireland, yeah.
Just to lose?
They went to Dublin.
Yeah.
So you got a guy, looks like a homeless dude, just dancing in the street, wearing a Dublin-bound Seminoles shirt.
Right.
He's got the biggest smile on his face.
Seems like a jovial guy.
He's a chubby black dude. He's holding a cardboard sign that says smile, and the guy is smiling, just grinning, just cheek to cheek. Guy looks happy. I mean, I got to be honest. The guy looks like he's down on his luck pretty hard.
But you know what?
But he's freaking smiling.
Is the cup half empty, half full?
Right,
right?
The video is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Go look at it. You can't miss it. The guy's wearing a maroon Knowles shirt. He's standing in the middle of the road.
You can't miss it.
It's a 30-second video. It's on my Instagram right now at Certified MJ Radio. All right, Festa, reset it. I want to play the audio, and I want to tell you why people are busting me up good. Why people are busting my chops.
Okay.
All right, reset it. Go ahead and play the audio.
All right, here we go.
And go. Hit it.
Fort Lauderdale, baby. Smile. Come on, do a good dance for me. Come on. MJ Morning Show Q105. All right, come on over. Here you go. You earned it, buddy.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
And thank you for the smiles.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
True performer you are.
So the guy's thrilled. The video is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. Guy is happy as can be. So we're at a red light. He's over in the right lane. He walks over. We're in the left lane.
Yeah.
He walks over, and I hand him a buck. I hand him a dollar. I don't carry cash really. I got $100, I think, in my wallet stashed somewhere for emergency purposes. But my brother has like some loose money in the center console in his F-250. So he hands me a buck. So I call the guy over, and I felt a little guilty. I was just going to video him and not pay him a dime.
You can't
But
do that.
You know what?
You got to tip him something.
And this is the deal. I typically, or I should say, I never give anyone money that's hanging out at a red light. I never give any money to anyone that's, at the bottom of the exit ramp, coming off the interstate. You're caught by the light and they're begging. They got their signs going. I don't give money to any of these folks.
Right.
But here's this guy, and he's just smiling.
He's not just nothing about money on his sign.
Ear
he's
to
not
ear.
saying
He's
I
not
need
saying,
a couple of bucks.
Yeah, he's not saying I got 27 kids and they're all starving back home.
He's just
they
giving
look
out
like they're in a Sally Struthers commercial. No, he's got nothing like that on
a message of positivity.
Yeah.
All it says is smile on his cardboard sign.
And as we pull up to the intersection, this guy's just dancing. I mean, having a good old time, smiling. He's holding a little sign. So his beg sign just says smile.
That's it.
So he's doing a whole different tactic. And, I felt a little guilty. I was still on the fence whether I was going to give him money. My brother's the one that said, yeah, you got to give him money.
You got to give him money.
So I video him, and we give him a buck. So now people in the comments are like, well, look at the comments. $1?
Okay, so, yeah.
Did you really just give him how much do you want me to give the guy? Look, here's a Texas Josie. Geez, you should have given him a 5. Oh, here's one. What would he have done for a Klondike bar?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. A lot more than dance.
Here's XIR, whatever it is. You gave him $1, and then people are like, LOL. How much am I supposed to give a guy?
But then there's other people coming to your defense at the same time.
Yeah, but more people were. Hang on, let me grab this.
All right.
So more people are hitting me up. Here. You only gave him $1. Cheap. Holy crap. Oh, here's one. Content is getting desperate, MJ.
Yes.
For $1 more, anyway. $1, seriously. Oh, here's one. $1, Mortimer. Is that a Trading Places joke? The movie with, I think.
That That's a next level.
I think that's a
dig.
Mortimer was one of the cheap brothers in Trading Places with Eddie Murphy.
Tone 442. Well done. A trading a Mortimer.
$1 Mortimer. Oh, here's Stephanie. Stephanie's like, you should have given him at least 3 or 5.
Okay.
What is the going rate for a guy holding? Oh, $1. Really, MJ? LMAO.
All right. One.
What is it? But then some people. Let me find. There's some lady writes a long
Right,
one.
I saw a good.
Yeah, here we go. Mrs. D wrote, MJ takes the time to give this guy money and shows how someone can make his day. A happy video, and people are still complaining about how much he gave him. Shaking my head, face plant emoji. People live to complain. Just miserable trolls.
Yes.
Great video, MJ. What a happy dude making people smile. All right, so come on. How much, really? 3? 5? I mean, I gave the guy $1. I wasn't going to give him anything. It's my brother that forced me to give him $1.
Okay, that would have been really terrible if you gave nothing to the man. I believe here. This is the truth.
All right, so if
I'm going to stop and receive entertainment from somebody, you got to tip them. And this guy's entertaining you even in this short.
Right,
like
see,
if somebody's playing music
right,
or something, if I stop and listen to the music, I tip the guy. I don't walk away from his guitar box.
All right, here's the deal. For me, you cross the line when you start videoing them. So if you're taking a picture or you're videoing them, then
you got to grease them a little bit.
Then I think that maybe you owe them something because you're taking advantage of their services. If they're just singing and dancing as I cross their path, I don't owe them jack.
Fair enough. That's a good.
All right?
That's a good
All right?
delineation.
You know what? Let me grab some calls on this. How much am I supposed to pay the guy dancing and singing and smiling in the intersection?
I don't know if it's going to work out for
in the middle of the street.
I don't know if I want to take calls.
You know what? I've got a thick skin. I'll take whatever people. So are people going to hit me up now live on the phone? MJ, you cheap son of a, you cheap ass. Hey, you only gave him $1?
I mean, you didn't have more cash in the car. You didn't have a 5 or a 10. You don't carry cash.
No, my brother had cash.
Oh, he's flush with small bills?
So he had 1s, he had 5s, he had 10s, he had 20s.
Okay, all right.
You know, I have 100 tucked away in my wallet. He wasn't getting that. All right, 800-990-1047.
You know what?
If you want to weigh in on this, would you like to do comments live on the air? 800, and if you want to see the video of this smiling this is the happiest guy down on his luck I think I've ever seen.
Dude, if you'd have given this guy the 100, all these commenters would be raving fans of you. I mean, they would be like, "Oh my God, it's amazing! You made this guy's whole day."
This is happy homeless Henry, all right? Happy homeless Harry. I mean, this is the happiest homeless guy ever. The video is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. You can't miss it. It's like number 3 item, and it's the dude in the street in a maroon Seminole shirt. All right, 800-990-1047 if you want to jump on this action and give me a comment. You've heard the story. Where do you stand? 800-990-1047 is how you get in. How about we start with George in Tampa? George, hi, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think he bought with that $1 you gave him?
You know, that's what I always think about. It's like, all right, you give someone money, they're going to buy booze or they're going to buy drugs. You know, I looked at the guy. He doesn't appear to be, like, boozed up or drugged up.
He would be on the larger side of crackheads.
But he's also, a little hefty, so it doesn't look like he's missing many meals either. So George, it's a very good question because that always goes through my mind when I see people giving people money at intersections that are begging. It's like, all right, what are they really doing with that money? That my default position is always they're buying drugs or they're buying booze. So good question, Robert or George. Let me grab Robert next in Palm Harbor. Robert, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hey, MJ, just real quick, me and a buddy, the homeless guy that was out, we just went to lunch at Whiskey Wings. And he got a big sub, and, they rat it in 2 or whatever. He only ate half of it. The guy's sign said, "Need food, hungry," right? And so he gave him that.
Right.
And he gave him that, and the guy took the sandwich, went over to where his bag was at, and like whipped it in his bag, like he was really ticked off,
Yeah.
that he got a half a sandwich.
Yeah, because the people that are begging for food are hungry. They don't want you to give them food. They just want the money, and a lot of times it is for booze and drugs.
All right, Eric, also, not to be too serious about this, but
So the fact that you gave this guy anything, I think, is commendable. I think it's awesome.
all right, yeah, Eric, don't
Yeah.
try to analyze the.
No, it's Robert.
Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. Don't try to analyze the guy's mental state either. You
But
know.
Robert, you're supporting me that anything you give the guy should be looked as a
Benefit.
Oh, exactly. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
How about Erica in Largo? Erica, MJ Morning
morning,
Show. You're
guys.
up next. Hi, Erica.
Good morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to say he's lucky that you gave him anything. I wouldn't have given him anything. I work a full-time job and donate plasma twice a week. I'm not giving anybody anything.
Yeah.
So anybody that's saying that you is dictating how you give your money away, I'm kind of surprised that people, but those people won't call in.
What about the fact that I rolled video on him and I used him for content? Do you still think you give him nothing?
I mean, technically he was in a public place. I think that,
So
whenever
you would have stiffed him, is what you're saying.
you're under.
But I also, what?
Eric would have stiffed him.
But I also engaged. I rolled
You
down the
talked to
window.
him, you said,
I'm
"Give me a
like,
dance."
yeah, because he was when we were pulling up, he was dancing hard, and then I kind of prompted him to dance like he was, and then I rolled video. So it's almost like I engaged him, and that's one of the few times where I was leaning toward giving him money. But my brother put me over the top in handing me the buck to give him. All right, Erica, man.
I would have said God bless.
Yeah, you're a tough one, Erica. You're a ball breaker. All right,
Keep those dancing hobos
Have a
away
good
from
day.
Erica.
thank you, Erica. How about Mike in Lakeland? Mike, look at the phones on this. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
All right. Hey, listen, MJ, I'd have given him a tip. Look both ways before you cross the road, dude. That's the tip I'd have given him.
Oh,
All right.
Here's my tip: stay out of freaking traffic.
Yeah, Austin,
Yeah, stay out of the road.
Mike, you're not using this guy. You're not using this guy for fodder for your Instagram, though.
No, maybe he's doing it for his own pleasure. He just goes out there and does it on the weekend, and he likes to do it. So here's a tip.
He might be like a corporate CEO.
Look both ways.
Maybe not.
All right,
Thank
some
you, Mike.
tip.
How about Adriana in Fort Meade? Hello, Adriana. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hello. I don't think it was wrong. Me personally, every time I see a homeless dude, I mean, it only depends on what kind of sign they have. If it's just like food, I'm not giving them nothing because I feel like they're not gonna use it. Or sometimes, like I was in Daytona last weekend and it literally said, "Why lie? I'm buying beer," and people were giving him money.
Oh, wow. See, there's no way. Yeah, going for the humor deal. All right.
I don't think it was wrong. And the video, I mean, like people said, he was in a public place. I don't think it was wrong. And, I mean, why not share his dancing with the world?
All right. Thank you, Adriana. You sound like a happy-go-lucky. Speaking of the folks that, like, hang out and they're begging, I've seen an influx of, like, the mother sitting with like 5 kids, like in a parking lot or outside of like a Target or Walmart entrance.
Yeah, I
And
think
they got
the
like
Sam's Club that I
five kids
frequent-
as props.
Yeah, they have all the kids standing outside the Sam's Club as people are walking out with their
Yeah.
SUV full of food.
Yeah. Sarah in South Tampa. Hello, Sarah. MJ Morning Show. You're up.
Yeah, really, it's just there's been new ordinances in Tampa, I know, that, like, they don't allow begging anymore. So you're going to see more of the people's signs that say smile or are dancing or trying to attract money. I don't give them anything. I don't think that they deserve anything. They're begging, That's just the point. They're all begging. They're beggars.
Okay.
They're not doing anything. They're not going out looking for work. They're just asking for money, regardless of what they're doing.
So it sounds like, Sarah, that the guy that we gave $1 to for dancing in the road in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday, you're saying he's lucky he got the freaking dollar from my brother.
Oh, yeah, very lucky. And he's going to buy drugs with it. He's going to drink with it. I mean, that's probably why he's out there dancing.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like if he is a drunk and a druggie, he looked, pretty happy, actually. Thank you, Sarah. And if you're just tuning in, go check out the video. And the whole reason why we're taking phone calls is I typically never give money to folks on the side of the road. And it was my brother's prompting. I still wouldn't have probably, but I rolled video on this guy dancing in the middle of the road as he's holding up a smile sign. And that was his tactic to get money. So check the video out. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is a bunch of people left comments on my video. Just $1, MJ, you cheapo. And I mean, people are chastising me for only giving the guy $1. First of all, it wasn't my buck. It was my brother's buck. And I did video him, and I did put him up on my Instagram for content. Look at the phones. They were. All right, Andrew, I'm just going to take another handful of calls here, and then I got to move on. Got a lot of stuff. How about JoJo in Plant City? Yes, JoJo, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Yes, I work with a group that helps homeless people all the time.
Yep.
I'm a little concerned about some of the negative comments that people have made.
All right, so JoJo, you work with a group that works with the homeless. Do you condone giving people money on the side of the road that are begging for money at intersections or exit ramps?
I am not a rich person, and I live paycheck to paycheck, but I will give a few dollars to somebody. I also.
What if they look like a total drug addict with meth scabs all over their face?
Well, there are organizations that can help these people, and you can give them information. Just to ignore them, it kind of bothers me about these pseudo-Christians.
Listen, JoJo, I get it, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's why I take phone calls. Have a nice day, JoJo. Thank you for calling. Mark, I'll take Mark, Austin, Don. 3 calls, Andrew, then I got to move on. Mark in Wesley Chapel, MJ Morning Show, welcome.
Welcome. How are you today?
Doing well. Go ahead.
So back in 2004, I believe it was, Houston, Texas radio station did a ploy where they put people on street corners to do the panhandling. They came to the determination after 1 month of doing it, those people make over $1,300 a week.
What?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, I think I heard about that. I think we've done it in the past as well. We did things over the years.
I've seen other reports of how...
You know what? Little known, quickly forgotten bit. When I think in the first year of the show, I wrapped myself in a blanket and I was standing in the median strip. Oh, I forgot about this. I wrapped myself in a blanket standing in the median strip at Dale Mabry and Kennedy Boulevard. I was facing southbound. So I was on Kennedy in the concrete median. So cars heading southbound on Southdale Mabry, crossing Kennedy. I was hitting cars up, and I had a sign. I can't remember what the sign said, but I was disheveled. I was standing there wrapped in a blanket.
So you really just looked like yourself, except in a blanket.
Yeah, but there was a reason why. There was a reason why we did it, and I can't remember why. But it's like coming back to me. It's like it's all coming back to me now, like a freaking Celine Dion song. So I had one guy who I went up to his window and I held out my hand, and the guy said, "I'm gonna shoot you," and he had a gun in his lap. I'm like, okay. That was like 1995 or 1996 on Dale Mabry and Kennedy. And I had some yahoo say he was going to shoot me. Mark, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Let me grab, all right, last call. I guess Don hung up. Austin in Apollo Beach. Last call on this. Hi, Austin. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
All right, final word.
I'm driving southbound going out of Ybor City, and there's always someone standing on the intersection with the sign.
Mm-hmm.
And I work construction, so I always pack my lunch, and I have a little extra snacks that I carry in my vehicle with me. And, I gave this guy a muffin. It was early in the morning, and this guy walks about 3 cars behind me and just tosses the muffin in the grass. Like it was a balled up piece of paper.
Oh, what an ingrate.
After that, I lost all faith in, trying to help anybody out or just lend a good hand out to somebody. But
you know what? I'm glad we're ending this segment with an uplifting call.
Yeah, the guy who lost all faith in homeless humanity.
Austin, that sucks. I mean, here you give the guy a muffin, and then you watch him just chuck it. That sucks.
Yeah, we all work hard for our food that we purchase for ourselves and our families, and it's not that I needed the muffin in the moment, but I'm sure those people go through hard times. They get hungry. But a little sidebar to the previous caller, Mark. I spoke with a recovering addict who was homeless, living in Tampa, who since got their life together, and dude told me he would make upwards of $900 a week panhandling out there.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for the call, buddy. Austin, have a great day at work. Appreciate
I
it.
think I remember like a news channel doing like a report on if they get like $2 every other light cycle or something over the course of an hour.
I did a report. I stood in a blanket
You
and
almost got shot.
And I almost got shot.
That's the report we would have got it from you.
I just went up to a guy's window with my hand down. I had some sign, and this was a test years ago, and the dude said, "Get away from me, I'm going to shoot you." And then he lifts a gun out of his lap.
You almost became like a quirky footnote in radio history.
The
MJ got shot.
The MJ and BJ morning show would have only lasted like a year and a half or something. All right, if you want to see the video, you want to see the dancing guy who we gave $1 to in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday. Look at the guy smile. The guy seems really happy for a guy down on his luck. The video's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and then read the comments. Make sure you read the comments, and that's really why I'm doing this segment, is because the people are chastising us for only giving him $1. Should have given him more. What? You want me to sign my next paycheck over to the guy? What the hell do you want from me? All right, anyway, Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Did you like the video? Want more? Go ahead and click all this like, share, subscribe.